My GTA chums, the JB700W is the podium vehicle this week. It's a great Bond car. It's basically the Aston Martin DB5, so we're going to customise it, which you can do in your own personal shop, or the paint spray if you fancy that. It's a sports classic, very nice car, my defined car, definitely recommended this week. I've done all the brakes and all that, so all we have to customise really is the colour. So this is a Bond car, and I've not really done the respray, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a pearlescent to this. Oh no, hang on, let's add a metallic paint first. So I think I've got a metal on there presently, and I'm going to go for one of these dark steels and add a bit of a pearlescent to it. I mean, this silver looks nice, but I think dark steel is the one to go for. I'm going to customize it, and I'm going to drive it and show you what kind of weapons it has. Pearlescent, so this has got the rolled steel, but I want to add a colour in here. I want to add red, but I don't think that's going to work. I think a blue is probably going to work, or maybe a yellow with the grey. And we could do salmon pink. I think Sean Connery would like that. Obviously, rest his soul. Sunrise orange looks decent, actually. Bright orange. The yellow. I mean, that yellow looks great, doesn't it? We could do that. We could do the green even. This is race yellow. Dew yellow, that's the one. Lime green might be too much though. Bright green. Yeah, lime green is... maybe we could do that. I'm going to go for a blue colour though. Kind of boring, isn't it? But actually, just blue is good. Let's have a look at what the crazy blue looks like. So this is the ultra blue. It's not as ultra as I thought it was going to be. But I think that's the best one. Gives a great look to it. Still looks like a Bond car. Crew emblem goes on the bonnet. And next, let's do the weapons, shall we? So there's not a lot to customize on this. So secondary weapons first. You can put a spike mine, but if players have bulletproof tires, it's not going to affect them. So I've gone for the slick, because you're going to be putting them down when players are chasing you, basically. Suspension, you've got the competition. I'd recommend that for performance, but that's how we start off with stock. Transmission, we've got that on, just checking. And the weapons, this has the mounted machine guns. Now if you want to do a DB5 build, the standard build, you're going to have to buy this version, and this is how you can get a really nice looking DB5 car, and you can do just a specific DB5 build. We could get rid of that anyway. I think it looks a lot better, but we're going to keep the machine guns on because it is a Bond car and it is a Bond build that we're doing. Right, we're down to the wheels already. So if you want to change the wheels, I'd recommend you don't. But I'd go for lowrider stock rims. And if you want to change for a similar wheel, the big worm. So this is how you'd colour it in, perhaps in black or such. Because I was thinking about doing that. Let's have a look at the chrome wheels in that. I mean, does it look better? Does it look better than the stock? I don't think it necessarily does. So for that reason, I'm going to leave it the same. Okay, tyres, you need to do the tyre enhancement, bulletproof tyres on this. Tyre smoke, we have red, I'm happy with that. And windows, I wouldn't limo them out because it's a Bond car. You want to see Bond inside it, and it's not really a PvP vehicle, so you're not going to benefit at all. People are going to shoot those windows out nicely. So that is it, we have built. This is all about the kind of Bond look for this car, I think, for me. You can do any kind of colour you want and it'll look great. It's a DB5. I'd recommend like a metallic red. That would also look great if you're just doing a general build rather than a Bond build. I think I've got away with that blue. I really think I do. You could imagine Sean Connery in that. Now internally this car looks great as well. I mean it looks just kind of what you'd expect with the the walnut dashboard there and all that. Let's check the weaponization, shall we? So first off, let's drop a... oh, that's the one, sorry. Spacebar. That's how you drop your slick mines. So let's check them out. Come on, dude. So we can't turn, basically. Maybe that'll work a bit better if we turn in the corner. Get out of my way, man. Let's turn into here. So there we go. They're basically exactly the same as the agency Slick Minds, exactly the same. Weaponization, not brilliant, I must admit, but it is Bond, you know, Hollywood weapons. So let's shoot this car and see how long it takes to light up. Okay, it's not that bad. Not that bad at all, you know. I've seen worse. But it's also not brilliant. So, as a weaponized vehicle, it's more in the fun category, I would say. More in the fun category. So, overall, it's a podium vehicle. It's worth a spin. You have to spin it this week, for sure. I'm going to take you to my garage now. I'm going to talk about performance a bit. So, this is a classic car. It drives like a classic. I mean, look at that, it spins out. Suspension is floppy as you like, but the engine sound is great. It really does sound, get out of my way, man. It's just ruined my front end. It looks just like the DB5. It drives like what I'd imagine a DB5 does drive like. I wouldn't actually know, but it drives like a generic classic car, you know. It's great. Performance-wise, it's alright, you know. You're going to do alright on this car. Anyway, I should drive it into the garage now and show you my collection. This is where it's going to live, basement 4, with the film cars, and I think you'll agree it has pride of place amongst these vehicles. You know, it's the best of the best. And here's all the other film vehicles, which I'm sure you will be able to recognize. But this is the best weaponized. Actually, it's not the best weaponized one. Look at those two. But it's a great vehicle. You've got to spin it, and I'd say it's worthwhile on discount. If you had the discounted vehicle, for example, you know it normally costs, I think it's 1 million or 1.3 million or something. But it's a great vehicle for fun, and maybe even for role play if you're into that kind of thing. So there it is, 1.4 million. So if you can get on discount for 1 million, it's well worth it as well. So anyway, if you found that useful, drop a like and a subscribe, thumbs up, etc. Give me your comments on what you think of this video, this car, and your opinion is always welcome. But have a great day and get spinning that podium this week. Thank you.